So this is the Villamoura photo and video essay. The interesting thing about Villamoura is it's pretty much opposite to my experience in Lisbon and the Algarve. The development was, if I had to compare it, it's kind of first world development. Very, well paved, clean streets. The sidewalks are new, they're not the old kind of pebbles. You have upmarket beach, resorts. But it's gone so far the other way that it's really more of a Disneyland for tourists. It's got this, it's accommodating probably more wealthy Portuguese and tourists. So there were quite a few places that across the Marina, I didn't get a close-up of them. I think I was disappointed that, you can go and get an English breakfast, which I suppose is accommodating British tourists, but also it's not very Portuguese. But maybe that's what some tourists do go for. They go to find something very familiar in another country. But this will give you a sense of away from the building I stayed in, which is a little dingy looking and the area is a little less developed. It's just outside of this area, the walk down to the beach. And the way kind of the area is one side of the marina had the first kind of beach area, then there's the marina, then there's the other side, which is kind of the longer beach, which had the boat on it. But it's a pretty area. It's an area where people might buy an apartment and go back every year, because it's a nice enough area, the weather's usually decent, and there's a variety of beaches. So yeah, it has options. So here is Villamoura. Welcome to the marina. Super developed. Makes me think I should have learnt boating. So I've just come from that direction. And this is kind of, as Victor would say, shishi, fufu, la la. Lots of apartments down here. Big hotels. But in the distance, I'm hoping you can see the water I'm heading towards. Past, of course, another very, very big hotel. So yeah, but it is a nice area. But they've had to develop the crap out of it to survive. There's a beach club right here. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's a pool, people around it, music, and it's right across from a big hotel. And honestly, there's the beach. So they would rather come all the way to Portugal to do this, to go to a pool.
At the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on Alameda Praia da Marina.
Which is, sorry, my sense of directions, this close to the beach. There it is, it's called Praia Beach Poolside. I suppose it avoids you getting sand in your pants. Very nice. Very indoor. So, this could be anywhere. Plane taking off. Not something we commonly see these days. And of course, I have the wrong footwear right now for the beach, but I just wanted to check it all out. Beaches here are flat. No surf. This is supposed to be the sort of okay one, but not super nice. And I think the umbrellas you rent, there's a plane by the way, they're still in the air until the zombie apocalypse or alien invasion hits. But yeah, so I think it's easy to walk out there and have a swim. So I think the plan will be to do that tomorrow. And there's beaches in that direction as well. So it's kind of nice. This is home for the next 2.5 weeks. That took about 10 minutes or so. Taking the long way because I didn't know the direct way. So I think I'll come down, jump in the ocean, swim around and go back. see how we go. Hopefully it's not private sand. Yeah. So I just thought this was a beautiful shot from the balcony in the apartment. The clouds are magnificent this day, and the blue was just beautiful. So I do have an affinity with clouds, and if I have the opportunity to capture them, I do. So this was from the balcony of my accommodation. This is a long shot of the beach you saw in the video. So I may not have covered it in the video, but these chairs and umbrellas did cost. As do a lot of these kind of facilities on beaches around the world in the more touristy places. So you could sit on the beach, but you did have to pay if you went under one of these. So this is walking along one of the pathways where you've got a lot of hotels. On the other side of it, there was more restaurants, but it's very much a harbour upmarket area. It's beautiful, and it's a place where a lot of people stayed. You have a lot of apartments as well as hotel rooms, and as you can see, it's kind of an easy straight walk. I think some people were actually on push bikes or bicycles because it had that option. But it's a very, if you're gonna, if you have a yacht, a super yacht, it is in different sections that kind of a marina. It accommodates a lot of people coming in with really nice boats, who once again may come to go out on their boats, for a couple of weeks a year, etc. So it is an upmarket area of Portugal, yeah. So this is the other side. So if you went the other side of the marina, this is kind of, you can see the point where where the boat had gone past on the cave tour. This is more of an open beach and at different times of day. This is late in the afternoon as well, so the sun's going down because it was almost like 6, I think. But in summer, the sun, doesn't go down straight away, so you've got a bit more time to just kind of sit out there and enjoy. So this was in the afternoon. And this is when it's more high season through the day, a lot more people. And obviously this probably is more locals than it would be tourists, because you're seeing people have brought out their own umbrellas and their own gear, and they're prepared for a day at the beach with friends and family. So hopefully that gave you a bit of an insight into Villamoura itself, which is a different experience of Portugal. A lot of people were like, "Oh, you're going a bit upmarket," and I was thinking, I don't really understand, but you probably now know in comparison, if you've been watching the other videos, what it means. It is probably a good place for people who want a familiar place to return, and it has a lot of, solid amenities, and but it'd be a more expensive option for Portugal, and often a lot of people go for the fact that they can go to the beach, but they can also go to a budget conscious experience, and Villamoura is probably not going to give you that, but it will give you a nice experience. So yeah, sharing is caring.